And the U.S. is preparing for a flood of migrants trying to cross the southern border as Title 42 is set to end in just 2 days. Come Thursday, that Trump-era policy that allowed authorities to immediately deport most migrants will no longer be in place. That means that tens of thousands of migrants currently waiting in Mexico can apply for asylum in the U.S. President Biden and Mexico's president spoke on the phone today to discuss immigration and also the fentanyl crisis. ABC News' Matt Rivers is in Juarez, Mexico, and joins me now with the latest. So, Matt, how's it looking where you are right now?
Yeah, well, we just came back from the border just to do a couple things, wrap up a couple things at our hotel here, but we're not far from where the border is. And what we can tell you is that there are hundreds of people, hundreds of migrants that have crossed the U.S.-Mexico border there illegally, and they have not been allowed into the United States past that border wall. They're waiting to be processed by U.S. border officials, and we know that the numbers there keep growing. We've been here since Saturday evening, and we continually see people crossing. Now, we know that Title 42 is ending on Thursday, and we've been talking, and rightly so, about the number of migrants that are expected to start crossing once that Title 42 policy is lifted. However, we should also be talking about the fact that there does seem to be a spike in migrant crossings right now, not only what we've been seeing anecdotally, but also if you listen to what Border Patrol is saying, over the last 72 hours or so, more or less, there have been more than 25,000 apprehensions along the U.S. southwest border, as well as 7,500 what they call gotaways, people who managed to escape Border Patrol custody. And so that adds up to a lot of crossings here, which signals that it's not just a surge that's going to happen perhaps after Title 42 is lifted, but it's already happening right now.
So the White House, as we mentioned, is now confirming that Biden spoke with Mexico's president today. So what do you know about their conversation, Matt?
Yeah, so we're still waiting on word from both sides, from the Mexican president and from the U.S. president, about what exactly took place in that call. But we know what they were expected to talk about, which is the two top agenda items in any call between these two presidents. It would be immigration and also fentanyl. The number one issue for the United States is always fentanyl. More than 100,000 overdose deaths linked to that drug in the last year alone. Much of it, most of it, all of it coming from Mexico. And then the other side, of course, would be immigration, which is the current crisis of the day. You know, for a long time, administrations in the U.S., both Republican and Democrat, have said that they want Mexico to, quote unquote, do more to stop the flow of migration. And what we've seen recently is Mexico try to cooperate more than we've seen them in the past, even taking deportees from other countries, people who are not Mexican, in a recent agreement between these two countries, agreeing to take those deportees here in Mexico. So we have seen more cooperation between these two countries, but that cooperation, the longer this migrant crisis goes on, the longer thousands of people continue to arrive at the U.S.-Mexico border to try and get into the U.S., the more potential it is for strained relations between these two longtime allies.
All right, Matt Rivers there in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. Thanks, Matt.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.